Jacie.
You're listening to Cultivate Curiosity,
a podcast that inspires the next generation to stay curious. Cultivate Curiosity is brought to you by the Emerald Coast Science Center,
a nonprofit interactive science museum and STEAM educational facility in Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
This podcast is perfect for anyone curious about the world we live in because you never know what we'll talk about next.
Hi everyone, my name is Jacie and I'm the social media coordinator here at the Emerald Coast Science Center. Welcome back to Cultivate Curiosity. Today, we're going to be talking about the topic that puts the power of science directly in your hands, Citizen Science Month, which is celebrated every April. If you've never heard of citizen science before, no worries. It's essentially scientific research conducted in part by the public, people like you and me, who voluntarily contribute data, observations, or analysis to real scientific studies. It's all about participation, collaboration, and making science more accessible and inclusive. So why does citizen science matter? Citizen science isn't just about collecting data. It's about connecting people with science in a meaningful way. Whether you're documenting local wildlife, tracking stars, or even helping researchers analyze medical data, your contributions have a direct impact on scientific discovery and environmental action. Citizen science has already led to major breakthroughs. Think about it. Millions of observations from everyday people help scientists detect invasive species, monitor water quality, track the spread of disease, and even discover new stars. It's truly science for everyone. So let's talk about the 1 million acts of science, which you can join in on. This April, SciStarter, the go-to hub for citizen science projects, is calling on all of us to participate in 1 million acts of service. The goal? Collectively contribute over 1 million data points through various citizen science projects. Whether you have 5 minutes or 5 hours to spare, there's something for everyone. All it takes is curiosity and a willingness to explore. You can learn more about these different acts and projects that you can work on and how you can get involved by visiting scistarter.org/Citizen Science Month, which we'll also have linked in the description of our podcast. Let's walk through a few of the most popular and accessible ways to be a citizen scientist. The first is iNaturalist, where you can explore the outdoors. This is something we actually use here at the Science Center, especially for our BioBlitz program. We will use it, take photos of different animals, plants that we see when we go out into different schools. The kids are able to go and find different critters and different plants that are in their school area, and then we bring it back and talk to them about classifications and other things, and then we take pictures of all of them, put them on iNaturalist. And what's really cool is the kids can look back on their different pictures that they put up of the critters or the different plants, and scientists will actually go in and help them identify it further down. So maybe they think this is a butterfly, but they don't know what butterfly it is. There are scientists, both citizen and trained scientists, that will go on iNaturalist and actually add in more classifications for you. And you can be one of those scientists that's looking through and helping identify things as well, or you can put your own findings on there. It's one of the most user-friendly tools out there. This app and website allow you to snap photos of plants, animals, and fungi you see in your everyday life. Once you upload your observations, the community of scientists and AI help identify the species. Those observations then become a part of a global database used by scientists to track biodiversity and monitor ecological change. It's a great way to contribute while on a walk, in your backyard, or even on vacation. You might even help document a rare or endangered species. The next one is Globe at Night, light pollution monitoring. Globe at Night is a global campaign to raise awareness about light pollution. Participants look up at the night sky and record what constellations they can see from their location. This helps scientists map light pollution around the world and study its effects on humans, wildlife, and ecosystems. It's simple, fun, and you get to stargaze. What's not to love? There's also the Great Backyard Bird Count. Each February, and still relevant year-round, this project asks people to observe birds in their area and report what they see. Birdwatchers of all skill levels help researchers understand migration patterns, bird population trends, and the impacts of climate change. Even outside of the official count, apps like Merlin Bird ID or eBird let you submit your bird sightings anytime and anywhere. And if you want to learn more about the Great Backyard Bird Count, we did an episode in February about that, so definitely go check that one out. The last one is folding at home. Contribute from your computer. Want to help from the comfort of your home? Folding at Home lets you donate your computer's idle power to simulate protein folding, which helps researchers understand diseases like Alzheimer's, cancer, and even COVID-19. You're essentially turning your laptop into a mini research lab. No science degree required. So now let's explore some more projects with SciStarter. SciStarter is a central hub that connects you with over 3,000 citizen science projects. You can search by topic, location, age group, or time commitment. Whether you're into astronomy, health, the environment, or tech, there's something for you. They also offer a free training program called the Foundations of Citizen Science, which walks you through the basics in just 30 minutes. It's great for individuals, educators, librarians, and community leaders. And speaking of libraries, many libraries offer citizen science kits that include tools like air quality sensors, water testing strips, or insect ID guides. These kits are often free to check out and come with everything you need to participate in a project. Just ask your local library if they have them. So why does your participation matter? You might be wondering, can one person's observation really make a difference? The answer is a resounding yes. Here's why. The first reason is scale. Scientists can't be everywhere at once. Citizen scientists provide eyes, ears, and cameras across the globe. The second reason is speed. The more people contribute, the faster patterns emerge. And the third reason is scope. From tracking coral bleaching in oceans to monitoring bee populations in your garden, the range of data you can help gather is enormous. Your observations can help detect the early signs of an invasive species, signal the effects of climate change, or even lead to new discoveries. So, Citizen Science Month is all about inviting you into the process of discovery. You don't need a lab coat or a PhD, you just need curiosity and maybe a smartphone. So whether you're documenting wildflowers, tracking stars, listening for frogs, or helping analyze galaxy images, you're making real contributions to science. And that's something to be proud of. To get started, head to scistarter.org/Citizen Science Month and see which projects spark your interest. Try iNaturalist during your next walk. Check out a kit from your library, or take a few minutes tonight to stargaze and report what you see. Thank you for listening to this episode. Let's make April a month of curiosity, connection, and action. Happy Citizen Science Month. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Cultivate Curiosity.
If you have any questions, feel free to email us at socialmedia@ecscience.org. Tune in for our next episode in 2 weeks.